Hello and welcome back to Bourbon Barrel Talk. I'm your host, Scott Minton. Today we're back in the Brock Bourbon Bar and we're sipping on a little Jackson Purchase Distillery. Brian and I had the pleasure of going to their newest bar release / opening at the Yum Center today.
Cool.
Was it so? They renovated one of the areas in the Yum Center for themselves.
Correct. So I think it was originally the Rabbit Hole one that was out there on the. I think it's on it's on the 2nd Street Bridge side.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
So
yes,
anyway,
beautiful view.
So beautiful view. It's on the right off the 2nd Street Bridge side, and like you can see like right out into the river. It's beautiful. But anyway, they took over that space as Rabbit Hole left, and literally it's so cool. Like the whole layout, like the pictures they've got. They've actually got a bottle pouring down the actual side of the column, so it looks like whiskey's pouring down into the Yum Center. It's really cool.
Is it kind of similar to like what is it, the Evan Williams experience?
Correct.
Like, like their little entrance.
Yeah. So it's got lots of cool little nice touches, things like that. And I know the owners, a couple of the owners of Jackson Purchase, and they invited us over to that. So I invited Nick. Nick couldn't make it because he had some other stuff going on.
Work. It's called work.
Yeah, whatever you want to call that. That thing that gets in the middle of life, you know. But Brian and I were able to sneak over there, and they gave us 3 varieties that we could taste. They gave us the Bottled and Bond, the Kentucky Select, which is 108 proof, and then they gave us a bottle to come back and talk about on the show, which is their Select batch, which is their full proof. Now, what Craig and Lloyd said was that they didn't want to release their regular full proof at actual barrel strength because a lot of their stuff's over 120 proof. So they had like this little joint venture where they kind of got a bunch of people together. They're in the industry, not in the industry, big bourbon drinkers, people that work for the distillery. And oddly enough, the blends that they put together ended up somewhere around 117.8 proof. And everybody tried it and they're like, this is delicious. So that's kind of where they stuck with.
Okay.
So that's kind of the story behind that piece of it. But Jackson Purchase, for people that don't know, was a defunct distillery, and they named it Jackson Purchase. It wasn't named Jackson Purchase, I think, to begin with, but it was down in Hickman, Kentucky, so there.
Okay, wow.
I mean, all the way as far as you can get in Kentucky.
It's a Tennessee line.
Well,
Yeah.
Tennessee and Illinois. I mean, it's
it's
3 miles.
right
It's 3 miles from the Mississippi River.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So it's literally as far as you can possibly go in Kentucky before you get to other state, basically.
And yet somehow the water's still good.
Yeah. Well, that was odd. They did talk about that. They talked about the fact that there's actually a limestone aquifer that they're actually sitting on, but they're pulling it straight from a well, the water.
Well, yeah,
They've got 3 wells.
I'd say that's unique.
Highly
nowadays.
unique, yeah.
Because Craig said that his father said that.
You can't make good whiskey in Western Kentucky.
Yeah, because the
Right.
water.
Yeah.
And those of you that have seen the Mississippi,
Can understand that.
Well, it's chocolate milk.
Yeah. There are aquifers there. So, I mean, like, when they said that, I mean, I understand Beam saying that, right? Like, there's not as many limestone, like, shells there. But, but an aquifer that runs off the Mississippi or an aquifer that runs off the Ohio, it's got probably fairly good water, right?
Yeah.
That's just my take on it. But, you know, I'm not a Beam, right? My name ain't Booker No or Parker or any of those names, right?
Right.
And I ain't Craig either. So that being said, we got this bottle over here. I tell you, I really don't want to influence you or Nick.
Okay.
Because I've already drank this. I'm going to let you guys dive in really hard on this.
But
there is
I'm about to say I'm diving hard, and there's a unique nosing to this. I'm trying to process it at this point.
Same.
There are 2 things that immediately came to mind when I nosed it and on the first couple of sips. And I don't know if you'll get it or not. And then when I say it, I don't know if you'll be like, oh, yeah, 100%. Or if you'll be like, well, I don't know, Scott. That seems a little awkward. But Brian and I, we went over this thing. And great legs.
I know. They don't go nowhere.
The color for being just over 4 years old. I mean,
that's good color.
It's got some good color to it.
Hey, what is that song? Do that. No, what's the leg song? Is it ZZ Top?
She's got legs?
Yes.
Yeah. And
she's
she
got
knows
legs.
how to use them?
It's called legs.
Yeah, legs.
From ZZ Top.
Yeah.
Damn it! I started. I'm bad with music.
And then you got the tube steak boogie?
Wait. I'm sorry. What?
The tube steak boogie or something like that?
It's been a while since I've had the tube steak boogie.
I about to say I'm not familiar with that one. I might be able to hear it. And okay, that's his. I never knew what it was called, but
I'll have to pull it up after the actual episode.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it's like something boogie to I don't know, but it's a ZZ Top song.
All right. And so Jackson purchased Kentucky State straight bourbon whiskey select batches, multiple double platinum Ascot Award recipient. That's a big deal.
all right. So I will say off the nose, I've been really like nosing this hard for the past like 3 or 4 minutes
since we started.
And one of the things that I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but it's almost like a heavy charred toasted marshmallow on the nose.
Okay, I can relate to that, but it's definitely not what I thought of immediately. I'm curious to see where everybody else sits.
So I'm still working. There's about 2 other notes that I'm picking up. I'm just trying to process them right now.
I almost get something like a dark chocolate.
So for you two,
there is I don't get dark chocolate. I get more of like a regular like milk or like semi-sweet or something like that. A little bit on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
So Nick and Babs, take a little sippy sip, and then go back and nose it again. Because for me, like that did not come to what Scott is referring to. Did not come to the forefront until we had it on our palate. And Nick, you are all in. You are so thick and deep on this one.
You're so close.
Well, the thing is that I can tell you right now, at least from that first sip, that this is reminding me. This is feeling straight up, and I'm sorry if I'm besmirching this by saying this, but OGD 114 from the sip, I'm getting kind of like the peppers that are associated with that.
Are you getting that on like the mid to back palate? I haven't taken a sip since we tried it earlier, but
like mid palate, like really heavy mid palate is. I'm not getting much on the front palate, but I'm getting that heavy mid palate, and then it's kind of slipping to the back.
It's definitely got a little bit of that baking spice on that mid palate, but like to me, like the nose. The first thing I smelled when I smelled the nose, and then like the first thing that touched my palate, and it was probably because of how influenced my nose was, right? Juicy fruit gum.
Holy shit!
Scott,
no, I mean, I'm thinking that, and I'm going. I honestly, I have not had juicy fruit. I mean, realistically, in like 15 plus years, but I used to do it since I was not a mint fan.
Right. That's what you had to chew was juicy fruit. Right?
All I had the option was juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit or Big Red.
You didn't have Big Red. Not much of that. But I mean, even you didn't back then. You didn't have tried it. It was either double mint, the spearmint, or juicy fruit.
Right.
Those were the stick gums.
But when you said marshmallow, I was like, yeah. I mean, that's in the ballpark, right?
Yeah. Yep. And also, it's one of those where it doesn't so the way that juicy fruit tastes is very different than kind of like the chalky note that you get in your nose when you first open it. You take it out of the like the plasticky,
the wrapper.
The wrapper, yeah.
What's the wrapper made out of?
Wax, I mean, it's aluminum and like a plastic shell, yeah.
Aluminium,
yeah. Aluminium, aluminum, yeah.
Second pull did not get as much of the baking spice hit on the mid palate, but I will say I had a weird coating of the mid to back palate, kind of like almost like going down the sides of the tongue in there. And I will say that was almost like a thick milk chocolate. And I'm not sure if that, as I said, it's like that second pull just like was like a milk, like a heavy whole milk chocolate taste that I'm just getting down the sides.
Ironically enough, I get quite a bit of sweet. It's weird.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Whenever I think of milk chocolate, it's that, the gallon milk chocolate that's sweeter. But are you looking at more different sweetness, like cane sugar sweetness, or
more like a sugar type? It's just.
Are you thinking like barrel sugars, almost like heavy dark brown sugar or molasses style sugar?
It's not molasses.
Okay, but yeah, no, that second pull I had it was almost like a milk chocolate or heavy milk chocolate coating that was going down the side of the tongue.
Yeah, it's definitely got some like viscous, like heavy, oily chew type notes, and I would ascertain. I don't know which one I'm looking for. Ascertain the same as far as like those are similar, note profiles that I get. But do that juicy fruit like on the front palate and on the nose, and Barb's not getting it. It's fine.
I don't get juicy fruit at all.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. But
it's just that I wouldn't have made that association because I haven't probably had it in so long. But whenever you said it, that started triggering. Oh, Okay.
But when you
Okay,
said
that's
marshmallow, I'm like, oh, it's a very heavy, sweet,
Adjacent.
adjacent flavor
Yeah.
profile in some capacity.
And to me, like marshmallow and juicy fruit,
Yeah.
there's almost like that powdery sensation that you get when you smell it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
yeah,
get-
because the juicy fruit had to have that little powder on the outside of it whenever they wrapped it.
Yeah.
And that's where like marshmallow and juicy fruit, even though they're very different,
Right.
where they're also, like that powdery thing is very similar to
Yeah.
each other.
The adjacency, as Nick mentioned. Yeah.
Wait,
For sure.
adjacency.
I made that up. I don't even know if that's even a word. I just said it because adjacency. Like I don't know.
All right.
Wordplay.
I played with it.
Hey, do we rate this? Do we buy? Do we?
Well, I mean, that's the other thing.
Okay, so what's the-
$59.99?
And this is for like a select stock style?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's their
Oh, it's a select
their barrel
batch.
proof select batch, right?
And it says foolproof.
Yeah. So, like I said,
What does foolproof mean in this?
so like I said that earlier.
Yes.
You must have missed me, but yeah. So basically, that means that it's their batch proof, I guess, is the best way of putting it. So when they batched it out, they didn't want to call it batch proof or anything like that. They called it select proof because they selected the proof that they thought it was the best at.
They didn't say select proof on there.
But no, I'm saying it says select batch and then it says foolproof, right? But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Right, because typically the things that we have seen in the industry, if you say foolproof, typically is rated at that 125.
Yeah,
Marketing.
yeah. I mean, other than Weller foolproof, 114 point whatever.
But that, you know why that's called that? That it goes into the barrel at 100 at that proof point.
Oh, is that where
Yeah.
Weller? I didn't
Yep.
know. I didn't know they entered
Yep.
the barrel. At
Yeah,
that
that's
proof.
why it's foolproof.
Gotcha.
Because that's the barrel entry proof.
Gotcha.
And barrel entry doesn't sell anything.
Right.
Foolproof.
Right. Yeah. But so I mean, I've seen it other, but you're right. For the most part, what Knob Creek, and then who's the other big one that uses the word foolproof?
1792.
Yeah, 1792. So
And usually, but that is what Brian was saying, is that they're going into the barrel at
114. Yeah.
or I guess foolproof means you go in the barrel at that proof, it's being bottled at that same proof.
right.
Which I could see that could be a good reasoning that the name could be that like
Yeah.
that.
And I think they go into the barrel at like 124 and some change at Jackson Purchase. But it's a 70-20-10 mash bill. All their stuff is, I just think it's cool with the steamboat tied to Andrew Jackson. There's just a lot of story and stuff. And the fact that it sits on the Mississippi River, I think it's a cool thing. The bottle's got that little, background of the river and, all that. So I think it's a cool little bottle. I think it's a good thing. For $59.99 all day long, I'm buying this bottle.
All day.
Even at 4 years old.
The bottle looks like it's a not quite. I won't say like the old West bottle, like High West bottles were like the tall and skinny.
Right.
This is kind of like that fat and stocky style bottle. So it's like maybe just post prohibition
Yeah.
style bottles.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, fat and stocky.
Fat and stocky.
I'm a little offended by that.
Well, you're not
You're not fat
you're
or
not-
stocky.
Oh, I love you guys.
You're definitely not stocky.
I
'cause
just wanted to
you're,
set myself for a
you're a little
compliment.
taller than stocky, so yeah.
Hey, so is this one of those where the whole $10 per year? Like you, ooh.
So we've said 10 to 15. I mean,
Okay.
I,
All right.
I think that's been kind of the general rule, $10 to $15 a year. I think you're in a safety zone. $59.99, and they're 4 years plus, right? So it could be 4.5 years old.
Yeah.
So it gives you a little bit of leadway, but I mean, yeah, I think
I think it's on the edge
yeah, it's on the edge,
Yeah.
but
if it tastes good.
there's a lot going on, right? Yeah, taste can bring up the value.
Yep. It does not taste young.
No,
No.
it does not
We've had
taste
some
4 years old.
4-year-old whiskeys where we're like,
I've had some 4-year-old whiskeys I wouldn't review.
truth be said.
So
Oh,
I don't know.
absolutely. All right.
Bye.
I will say,
Bye.
I will say bye.
Sold.
To the lady in the second row, she's the one she's the one I know. Anyway, that's our episode of Bourbon Barrel Talk. If you want to find us, you can find us on Facebook, the Instagram, or the X. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. That way you get our episodes as soon as they drop on Sunday mornings at 6 a.m. Email us any questions to bourbonbarreltalk@gmail.com. This is Scott, the Brox, and Brian signing off. Peace.
Prost.
Lunch.
To infinity, mother.